A train groping and a murder seem to occur simultaneously. Yagami relentlessly pursues these cases, attempting to poke holes in each. After confronting Akihiro Ehara, the key figure in both crimes, he witnesses a harrowing video that provides more questions than answers. In it, a bound man pleads for his life, but his attacker, bound by vengeance, snuffs it out.
So the murder footage is already making the rounds online. I don't think it's showing up on TV, though.
Yeah, the net's a mess right now. It's all unsubstantiated rumors and unverified sources. Typical, really. An ex-cop going from by-the-book sex offender to vigilante of...
Let me get this straight. Ehara went and felt a lady up on the day Mikoshiba got killed on purpose? If that's the case, why the hell would he upload a murder confession after the fact? Is he trying to get caught?
Only Ehara could answer that one for you. I want to ask him that question myself.
So, we're off to see Saori-san then? Let's roll, Talk. Let's hit it.
Konnichiwa. That's bad. Jdem mi dál? Jo.
Let's hit. Ditching me?
1 ránu a jsem mrtvej. Tak na toho nemám.
Let's hit.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。
Excuse me.
ありがとうございました。
Really, guys?
Let's roll, Tom.
Oh, hold the door, please.
Mafia, you're here?
It's been too damn long, Mafia-chan.
Yeah. By any chance, Yagami-kun, are you working on a case for salary? A video got leaked. It depicted a man committing a murder.
Are you here about the Ahara case too?
Of course.
I'll bet. If that video is real.
Yes. And it's not like the prosecution can say, "Sorry, Your Honor, we'd like a do-over," after the fact. To make matters worse, everything leading up to the trial was broadcast all over the news, changing our...
That's for sure.
So, for the time being, our department is trying to predict how the defense will approach the situation. Hence why they sent me here to check in on my good friend's salary. Totally no strings attached.
Well, that clears up a lot.
There you kids are. Figured you had to show up sometime.
Mafiu? You're caught up in this too?
Yeah, she ran into us downstairs.
I'm sure you can work out that I'm here to spy on you. But wouldn't you like to know what we're up to as well?
Are you sure that's your only motive coming here?
Sorry?
Something like a professional excuse to see Yagami-san? Alright, I'll accept that.
Was Mafu-chan cuter than ever, or what? Think maybe it's time to light that flame again, huh?
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not like that. Anyway, what I'd like to do is ask Ahara about that video.
I was actually about to suggest that it's from Ahara's prison.
What?
Hello? Yes, this is
Prison? Why would they call us directly?
Guess we'll find out.
Understood. I appreciate the candor. That was one of the prison wardens.
About what?
In short, he won't be speaking with his representation any further.
You're joking.
To be more specific, he said he's not taking any more questions. It seems he fully grasps the situation, even...
How is that even possible?
I'm guessing the murder footage that was uploaded yesterday was also planned out in advance. That or Ahara's conspirators have to be filling him in. How else could he predict we'd try to see him again?
I can see either of those scenarios making sense.
But only someone on the force can be leaking insider information to him like that.
Damn. This shit's turning into a full-blown conspiracy, eh, Talk?
Whatever it is, it's screwing up our plans.
Yeah, the timing couldn't have been worse. Now what are we supposed to do?
Come on. There are plenty of leads that don't involve grilling the culprit.
Yeah? I'd like to hear them.
Well, if it were me, I'd start with Saori-kun.
Okay.
The first thing I want to learn is whether Ehara is really the murderer in this footage. Given the entire sexual battery incident as an alibi, there is no way he could have murdered Mikoshiba. However, this new footage knocks the bottom out of that premise.
Right. Either his alibi or the murder footage. One of the two's been fabricated. Well, hold on. What if they're both real?
Both his alibi and the video? In that case, let's start with the murder. After committing the murder in Ijincho, Ehara would have had 13 minutes to make it to Ikebukuro Station.
Ijincho and Ikebukuro are roughly 30 kilometers apart. It's possible if he traveled 140 kilometers an hour.
Is it though? Ehara would have had to change out of his bloody clothes. So he probably ought to shave those 13 minutes down. On top of that, he was traveling during rush hour. It just doesn't seem feasible.
Okay, then let's rule that out. I'd say we're making some progress here, guys.
Boy, you're really reaching for that silver lining, aren't you?
The footage of the murder must have been manipulated somehow. It could have put Ahara's face onto the real killer, or even rendered the whole thing digitally.
So you're suggesting we should distrust the murder footage?
And how do we prove it's real or fake?
Well, I'm sure Tsukumo's cracking away at that, so yeah. Let's find some other angles.
I'd say there's only one angle left.
I think we should revisit the harassment case. When the sentence came down in court, no one expected it to end up as a murder alibi. Plus, everyone suspected Ahara was working alone. He may have not been. All this makes a huge difference. No one would suspect a train groping to involve accomplices or alibis. The search for evidence wouldn't be as intense as for a murder.
But the entire incident was caught on camera, top to bottom. There's more than enough physical evidence, too.
Then we'll need to verify each and every aspect of the case.
Okay, what first? Should we investigate the crime scene again? Maybe we'll discover something new if we...
No, I think we saw everything we could there. Actually, if we're reviewing evidence, we could do that from right here, couldn't we?
What catches your eye specifically? I ask because fabricated...
This part's still getting to me.
This is one of the eyewitness videos recorded at the crime scene. This is the biggest one, at least in terms of what's been aired on television.
Okay.
He's a male restaurant.
His video lines...
This part's still getting to me.
The Shinjuku station diagram? Did something happen at the platform?
Well, the majority of the incident was caught on camera. But I don't think we have any footage of what happened around here. It's not much, but it's a blind spot all the same. Hoshino-kun and I confirmed that at the scene.
Okay, but how would this blind spot change anything?
The first thing that comes to mind is, it gives Ahara a chance to swap with the stand-in. The real Ahara murdered Mikuten just after 9 o'clock. He swapped places with the stand-in, getting...
So you're suggesting that there were two Aharas at Shinjuku Station?
Yep. And the true assailant, the Ahara look-alike, disappeared into the crowd.
Wait, if what you propose is true, does that mean Ahara had never touched the victim?
Yeah.
But the police inspection revealed trace fibers from the victim's clothing on Ahara's hand.
Trace inspection.
Yeah. So no matter what, the fact that Ahara touched the victim remains standing. The victim felt his hand reach under her skirt right after the train departed Ikebukuro. She was scared motionless for the entire commute until arriving at Shinjuku Station.
Could you describe the victim for me?
She's an office worker married to an industrial designer. Also has a 6-year-old son. Full name, Yui Mamiya, 30 years old.
A wife and mother.
Perhaps if we talk to Mamiya-san directly, she could give us more insight than that video. She may even recall something none of us know, upon learning Ahara's alibi might have been fabricated.
That's a good plan. We'll finally have a fresh source of info.
In that case, give me a moment so I can get a meeting set up. We should have her address and other information somewhere on file. Bear in mind, Mamiya-san was the victim here. As the assailant's defense, I doubt we'll get a warm welcome.
That's pretty stiff.
Yeah.
You think they want something? Bet it's not a friendly hello.
They do look like they mean business.
This Arcade's idea of an ambush? How basic.
Kaito-san, there's more.
Over there, too.
Same losers from yesterday. Guess they want to settle the score.
Looks like they rounded up some buddies and waited for us to show.
Well, whatever the hell they want, let's not get Genda-sensei and them involved. Follow me.
Okay. I'm getting fed up with this shit.
Why haven't they made a move yet? It's like they're waiting for something.
Whatever it is, they're taking their sweet-ass time. Hey! Quit dicking around and come get some!
What the hell? They're just gonna keep stalking us?
Nope. Thanks for waiting, assholes. Ah, shit.
Let me guess. You're RK too?
Bastard went straight for
Shut your mouth. Let's go.
That's one down.
Not a...
Damn. You really went all out on the backup. There's the...
Doc, we should probably get gone before the cops roll in.
Why? It's not our fault we're getting jumped.
Guess their plan was to come at us in waves. I've about had it with this crap.
Yeah. At this rate, we won't be meeting Sari-san and the others. Wouldn't want to drag them into this.
Point. So why not hit Arcade at home?
Yeah?
Why not? Soma and Akutsu are at the top, and they probably remember me. I'll just ask them real nice to keep their goons off our back. Unless you want to keep dealing with these fucking scrubs.
I'm fine with making a house call. Any idea where it is?
Yeah. Nowadays... Let's hit it.
Wish you had that.
Here we go.
Really, guys?
Let's roll.
Great. And stay down.
Let's hit it.
Come on. Really, guys?
What is it?
Wish you had one. What a waste.
Let's hit it. What the?
Really, guys?
Let's roll.
And stay down.
Let's roll, Tom.
Come on.
Pěkně ty tři jednou ranou.
What a waste.
Let's hit it. This is it, Talk. Get ready to meet some shady people.
Yeah, shady is definitely the operative word here. Can't imagine this place gets a lot of foot traffic.
Who knew an entrance to the underground was right here in broad daylight? All right, let's get in there and be done with this.
Hey, who the hell are
Rádi
you
sedící
two?
nesejdli, jo.
Got some invitations?
The Yagami Detective Agency doesn't need any. Say, is Akutsu or Soma around?
Detectives, huh?
There a problem here? This is a public business, isn't it?
About time you showed up.
Oh,
Been
yeah.
expecting you.
Nothing like running into an old friend.
You want to talk to Akutsu-san, fine. But only Kaito gets in.
Why?
See, we all knew the Yakuza out in the cold would come around to us once the Dojo clan figured out.
Dobrý, jak necháme keci stranou.
All right, let's go.
Já čekal, že tam rozmlátím klub, ty vole.
What the? Hey. What the? Suspicious. What the?
Foothold, vole, co je foothold? Jasný.
Hey. What the?
Ty vole, ty tady budu zase chodit hodinu a zkoumat, jak se tam dostanu. I can reach you. Můžeš použít tady to, vole, ne? Použij. Vozejček, sud. Ty vole, to...
Aha.
Jasně, no já to chápu, že se tam nemám jak dostat, ale...
Aha.
Nic nejde.
Hey.
Jo. Ne. Daj si prdel.
Suspicious. Hey. Uh-huh.
Vem ne. Let you did some animation actually, maybe no, it's not best schedule. Paráda.
Suspicious.
Mě posadí, už jsem to jednou. Here we go. Tak dělej.
Hey, where'd that new guy get taken to?
I heard Akutsu-san wanted to see him.
For real? Was he taken to the VIP room then?
Sounds like it.
So, take VIP room. Tak jdeme do VIP room. Kde je VIP room? Utropie se. Jak Metal Gear Solid 1, ty. Čau kámo, vypadáš jak já, zdá. Aspoň, že si stihnul zapnout kámo, ty.
Take a quick breather.
Ale ho vypadá dobře. Se na něj musím podívat, kolik. Tam spí, Dovej tam víc. Věřinku. Já mám život. Tady se dáme. jsem barman. Fajn, Kajto, tak kde je to VIP? Záchody, dětský.
Hey, you there!
Yes? Can I help you?
You better stop fucking around. Didn't I ask you for another round?
Huh? Another round?
You forgot my order already? I want my bottle.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Wait a minute. You know what? Fuck the bottle. How about you just mix me a cocktail?
But of course.
Oh yeah, oh god. Nevadí, je to na Miguel. To ještě ožralej.
Here, sir.
Nemáš tam třešinku a paraplíčko.
Too close.
Nevyšlo, no, nevadí.
Too close.
To je nápadně.
Too close.
Let go!
Ale no tak. Tady nikde nikdo není.
too close.
Tornado.
Whoa.
Kolem něj prošel, ty vole.
I hate to say it, Akutsu. I'm in a price bracket you couldn't afford if you wanted to.
I'm not saying you'd need to call it quits on the detective gig you've got going, Kaito-san. You can just give us a hand, help us out a bit when our gang has some real muscle on the field.
That a fucking joke? On what planet would I sign up for more busy work?
Think you might want to tone it down there, big guy? I've got my boys in the room. Being talked to like this isn't a good look.
Why would you care how you look? You're a bunch of damn Yakuza. You and Soma are picking up the Tojo clan's scraps, yeah? Or do you have a real plan?
We'd have the manpower if we wanted to.
With all your washed-up Yakuza and punk-ass kids? I don't see it happening, man. What are you fucking thinking?
Exactly why we need more guys like you. Help me show this crew how the big boys roll. I need some authority on this to get it built the right way.
So you want me on as a drill sergeant for scumbags? Count me out.
Kamurocho's underground river of cash is still flowing, but there's no more Tojo clan upstream to collect it all. There's no more rules. We can run this town however the fuck we want. And once we've got ours, we can slip back into civilian lives to live it up clean as a whistle.
You want to be a civilian again? You're kidding.
Oh yeah. Want to have the cash to buy your favorite store, pop out a couple of kids and settle down with a family? Never would have been possible in the Yakuza life.
Well, why the fuck would you need me to do that? After you step into the shadow of the underworld, you never really escape from those chains. Don't sell me your bullshit like I'm one of your fucking brats. Huh. Sounds to me like your whole damn pitch just ran out of gas. Go out there and build your dream gang if you want. I don't give a shit. That said, if you keep bugging me about this shit, I'm gonna make sure you regret it. Keep your fucking distance from us.
Did you say us? Are you refusing to join up because you have a partner? Bring Yagami along for all I care.
Did you hear a word of what I just said?
I'd reconsider that stance if I were you. If you aren't coming along as a friend, then you're my enemy.
I don't take work from assholes.
Have it your way, then. Hey, round up the boys.
Sir. Hey! Get off your asses!
Too late for that. I knew exactly how this little chat was gonna go down.
Son of a...
Yeah, well, I knew exactly where you'd be for a chat you weren't invited to.
Well, if you're done over there, shall we get back down to business?
You're not walking out of here.
That thing, you're gonna catch yourself, man. You sure?
You fuckers are the ones who don't know shit. This whole damn town belongs to the arcade now, you know.
Now the whole town belongs to you, huh? You fucking morons. You're gonna have to pry this town out of my hands!
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go. očí. Netrefil. Oj, krvácím.
Here we go.
Oj.
Hey, quit dragging your ass. Right. Sorry, boss. Yo! Fuck them up, boys!
Dobrý hoši, počkejte, já se oživím. No. Oj.
Dumbass, you down already? No, sir. Come on, let's fucking do this!
Tak, ty vole. Počkej, já se musím oživit zas. Taký drinky, to je by holding massive damage. Massive damage, dále massive damage. Dobrý bomby. Oh. Stávej, stávej. Taky nabitý, ne? Krvácíš, ne? Popeye the Sailor Man, toot toot. Popeye the Sailor, pěkně. Dobrý. Aj, čukej! Oi. Dá. Bater igual a Big Boss, né?
Now I understand why you wanted Kaito on your side.
Still got anything you want to say, Akutsu?
I can appreciate your perspective on this, Kaito.
In that case, you better leave us the hell alone.
Yeah, we can do that. We get it. It's fine. Right, Akutsu?
Why are you here? Aren't you busy?
Just checking in. You made quite a mess here.
Tak, meet Soma. He's the leader of the RK.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
You keep saying we, but I don't think you know what's going on. You just gonna waltz in here and bark orders?
Kaito-san turned down your offer, didn't he? And the other guy is Yagami from his own detective agency. Before that, he was an accomplished lawyer. Now he's with Kaito-san independently.
It's my job to be running HQ, though. You shouldn't roll up unannounced.
I'm supposed to leave you to your own devices? I do have to check in, at least to show my face.
Got a cold?
It's a dust allergy, actually. Tough thing to live with. And I used to catch hell for it in the Yakuza. Quit that infernal sniffling, they'd say.
Yeah, that couldn't have been easy, man. I bet they would beat the shit out of you if you didn't blow your nose.
You know it. I do wish we'd had the time to work together, Kaito-san. You as well, Yagami-san. It may feel like we're a small-time outfit in the immediate term, but RK will grow. We'll show you. But in the meantime, we'll leave the two of you be. Does that work?
Finally, some sense. Best of luck with the growth. As the leader here, you need brains and brawn.
Something else?
Your gang was out there searching for some guy in a picture. Well, how'd that hunt end up turning out? He was some kind of girls' bar manager, wasn't he? It sounded like he'd disappeared from Kamurocho more than a few years back. You have any luck tracking him down?
We actually found that he's unfortunately dead. Likely murdered. Considering Kamurocho's reputation and the nature of his profession, I can't say I'm all that surprised.
Got it. I guess I was just kind of curious.
Always happy to oblige a detective.
I guess we shouldn't have taken RK so lightly, even though they're new to the scene.
Yeah. Supposedly Soma's the one who spearheaded the campaign to scoop up all the ex-Tojo. Turns out he's teaching the next generation of thugs about protection money, loan shark, mugging. He's like an unemployment agency for shitheads. They've got 50 full-time bodies so far, but if you include part-timers and other associates, they may be well over 2,000 strong.
That's a lot. Even half that's a lot.
The Yakuza left behind a gaping power vacuum in this town. Even if it wasn't RK, someone else would have swooped in. So much for peace and quiet in Kamurocho, huh?
Saru-san's calling. Hello?
It's Shiosaki. Sorry for the wait. I found our file on Ahara's victim.
Ah, Mamiya-san, right? Yui Mamiya?
Yes, she lives with her family in East Ikebukuro. I'm about to make a quick house.
Abre.
Great. Here we go.
Nazdar.
Really, guys?
Tady už jsem byl. Ah, díky.
And stay down.
Nah.
Here we go.
Right.
Oh, perfect timing, Yagami-san. And here I was about to go without you. Are you ready to visit Mamiya-san?
Control. Yeah. Ej, taxi. Já se tomu nechci bavit.
Remember, we're speaking to a victim here, Yagami-san. One whose assailant we defended in court. If we had tried to make an appointment, she probably would have declined outright. Yes, there's no way around it. It's a risk we had to take.
Well, here goes nothing.
Yes?
I'm Shirasaki from the Genda Law Office, the attorney for Mr. Akihiro Ehara. You may remember me from the hearings.
Why are you here? Don't you know it's rude to show up at
Jsem
someone's
tady,
door
ale tak
uninvited?
asi se chci na něco
I
zeptat, ne?
understand, but we have a pressing matter that directly concerns you. If we could do this another way, we would. I apologize for any inconvenience.
I'm sorry, but the trial's over and done with. You know I can legally turn you away.
You're right, but I'm only asking a moment of your time. Please, would you mind?
I don't have time for this. I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Wait, before you do that. Sorry to butt in. I'm Yagami, a detective helping Saori here out.
And?
Sweet talk, her empathy make it sound quick and simple. Tak něžnost na ní nefungovalo. Já zkusím rychle.
I know in your eyes we're just scumbag lawyers defending perverts in court. It was just a paycheck to them, you're thinking. And yes, why should you care?
Wow. It's like you read my mind. If you're so perceptive, shouldn't you know it's time to leave?
Wait, that's not what I meant at all. Look, that was just an opener. Are you aware of the trending video that's leading people thinking? Just trying if we could do this. We're only trying to. We could always that visit. You'll want to clear you.
I really don't have time for any of that.
No, I understand, and it's entirely our fault. We thought we'd do this casually, but it is a murder case, so we do have to make sure our paperwork is in order here. Now, would you prefer to schedule a date to accommodate a more formal interview?
You said 10 minutes if we do it now, right?
We'll make it as painless as possible.
All right. Hold on.
We really do appreciate it.
Hold up.
What the? Hey. What the? Suspicious. Uh-huh. What the? What the? Suspicious. Hey.
Tam děláš, fakt. Co udělal záchod nebo co? Jasný, pár otázek. Co bych ti tak ukázal?
Despite what we just went...
No.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, that was... If you'll allow me to rephrase. Despite what we just went over, wouldn't you say this contradicts your account of the incident?
I'm not sure what you mean. Did I say something odd?
No, Yagami-san is currently the odd one here.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, that would... If you'll allow me to rephrase. Well, on the same day, a student, but he was...
Is that...
According to the video...
What?
He killed Mikoshiba in cold blood to get vengeance for his bullied son. His kid was about to graduate high school, but instead, he took his own life. So Ihara took it upon himself to punish his son's tormentor.
That's awful.
But now we come back to the issue here. If this footage is authentic, then Ihara-san couldn't have been your assailant. The victim's estimated time of death and Ihara-san's time of arrival in Tokyo simply don't allow for it. It's just not possible for someone to make that commute. But there's the flip side. If Ihara-san was in fact your assailant, It would mean this murder footage is a fabrication.
I don't know what you expect me to say after all this.
Right? Now you know how we're feeling. That's why we came to see it.
So that's what this is about.
After hearing your story, I have no doubt you endured a lot that day. Which would obviously mean that murder video was faked.
Then, who shared that video? And why?
Wish I knew. Based on the quality, something this convincing would need quite a budget. Whether it's...
I'd like to report Mamiya-san's account to the rest of the team. Can I count on you to be there?
Sure. Let me give Kaito-san a heads up.
All right, then I'll see you there.
Yo, me.
Hey, I just got back to Kamurocho. Everything good? Any news?
All good here, mate. What's with you? You worried our kid got to me or something?
I mean, they did run their mouths about stabbing us in the back. Anyway, I'm heading to Genda so Sari-san and I can go over what we learned from Mamiya.
You're the boss. That's for me.
Come on, bring it!
And stay down.
Mira, se fue. Ya acá, Hernán.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah, like.
Nice. Yep.
Let's say that.
Nice.
You're like so easy.
Yep.
Nazdar.
Nice.
Ať to zavřem. Vodka, jo.
Yep.
143.
Nice.
70 nejde. Aha. Megami-san.
Yep.
Nazdar. Dobrý, no, tak jsme si zahráli, tak ten... I took it.
Here we go.
What a waste.
Are we ready yet? Let's start.
Yeah, let's start.
So, the victims...
That's correct.
Jasný, bla bla bla.
That prosecutor in charge of the harassment case, he posted Mikoshiba's murder footage online to ruin Ahara's reputation.
Why would he need to ruin him? He was already convicted as a sex offender. Do you really have that low of an opinion of prosecutors?
I agree. That doesn't make much sense.
I don't think it makes any sense at all.
Of course it doesn't.
Hey, this isn't the time for your shenanigans.
Ahara.
Ahara's been under police or court surveillance for the past...
Maybe he set it up as a delayed upload. Where the...
Did he really think that far ahead?
That's true. Those detectives for Kanagawa, they'd spoken with Sara. Maybe they uploaded the murder video, so they could get to Ahara and question him about Mikoshiba. Don't forget, up until the video went public, HQ refused to let Kanagawa PD, but now that everyone's seen Ihara commit murder...
If that's the case, the detective's plans went south. Remember the position the higher-ups are taking? Because of the prosecution's stance on the video. In other words, all the
Not only that.
Yeah, I doubt the detectives did it. But at least we've eliminated one potential misstep.
I get that you're trying to reassure me.
Is it?
The murder...
Yeah.
I also agree with Yagami-san.
But in that case...
Maybe they wanted to make him...
Huh?
We know Ihara got himself convicted for groping, so he had... But then, almost as... See... Remember how we mocked up a diagram of the sheet?
Yeah. There's a point where Ihara wasn't on camera at all.
What is this point you speak of?
Let's all go over the diagram so that every... What the... Suspicious. Hey, suspicious. What the... It's very brief, but there's a moment where Ihara and Mamiya-san can't be seen by the security cameras. The dotted lines on the arrow represent the camera's blind spot.
It does appear so. So you're saying this is where the groper, the fake Ihara, traded places with the real one?
Can't say it's impossible, right?
Right. Except if that actually happened, Mamiya-san would have been right behind them at the time. Could the two really swap places without her noticing?
In a crowd like that, I think it's feasible.
If that really was Ihara's plan, then I'd say he was being careless.
Careless? How?
Well, on the day of the incident, the station was packed for morning rush hour. That means there was no solid guarantee the assailant could make. He could have been nailed by any random path.
Éva, detektiv fakt. Ne.
Every last bit of footage, from the eyewitness recordings to the security cameras, if that's the case, the blind spot we found is irrelevant. That's because the real footage of Ihara tagging in for his double...
Why would the prosecution go to all that trouble? To hide Mikoshiba's murder?
Or maybe they sympathized with Ihara...
You're saying his court adversaries...
Alright, I realize that's a stretch. A huge one. No need to burp.
Was that all? You made it sound like you had this whole thing figured out.
No, hang on. Something just hit me. Ihara secured his...
Já tě brzo hitnu, vole. Také bylo ono.
Hiro Mikoshiba has to still be alive, meaning the body found in Ijincho was someone else's.
Well, Kanagawa PD already determined that the body belonged to Hiro.
Jasně, takéňo. Já tomu stejně nerozumím. I think we have on Kuroko Academy Center that was... What is cool?
Didn't I just go there to investigate a bullying? Or am I losing it?
That Seiryu High you went to?
That's what it was. Why did I think they sound similar? When I went to scope out the murder scene, there were these 3 guys watching the detectives and me. They told us they were just checking things out, but they mentioned they're Kurokawa grads too.
You have any ID on you?
Will my license work?
Kake-san, age 30.
Akaike-san, age 30. Mommy is 30 as well.
What's that got to do with anything? Aren't we trying to find a connection between Mamiya and Ihara?
I found the Kurokawa Academy website. Looks like they're pretty prestigious. It's in Tokyo, specifically in Ota. Pretty close to where Mamiya lived. Oh.
What?
The girls there get such cute uniforms.
You little... You want to start all over from the bar exam?
Wait, I've seen that uniform before too, actually.
Where?
On an old picture of a teacher at Seiryo High. Sawa-sensei. Ihara's son confided in her. Is she actually a Kurokawa grad too? I don't know Sawa-sensei's exact age, but she could well be 30. Maybe all of them were even classmates.
Could this mean they're actually linked? The victim and her up-to-now unrelated assailant?
It's a tenuous link at best. Could fall apart any time. But no true detective alive would pass it up.
Ah, lo que salió.
A previously unseen link is established between the groper and the victim. Charting out their relationship is akin to tracing a spider's web. But with each false thread ruled out, only the improbable truth remains. Ihara orchestrated the groping as a diversion. And by tarnishing his name, he secures both an alibi and his ultimate revenge.
Pistola się stała.
Hiro Mikoshiba's murder was sparked by the bullying of Toshiro Ihara, who committed suicide 4 years ago. The graphic video that hit the net showed the world how Toshiro's father, Akihiro Ihara, had brutally avenged his son. We also know the father had accomplices. On October 7th at 6:30 a.m., they forced Mikoshiba into a vehicle, took him to an abandoned building, and gravely injured him. Then, around 7:30 a.m., the time frame when Ihara killed Mikoshiba, the other conspirators were probably nearby, even though they weren't on camera.
At the same time, 30 kilometers away at Ikebukuro Station, a man who looks like Ihara is caught on camera. We'll call that guy the stand-in. The stand-in made sure he was in front of the cameras for more than an hour before boarding the 9:06 a.m. train. The same one Yui Mamiya was on. After committing sexual battery on that train, he meets the real Ihara in the camera's blind spot, and they change places. That's how he established a false alibi for Mikoshiba's murder. And to achieve this, the victim, Yui Mamiya, had to have been in on it from the start.
Sure are a lot of people getting their hands dirty for Ihara. Mamiya, Ihara's stand-in on the train, the guys who kidnapped Mikoshiba. How did some troubled cop manage to recruit so many allies?
Well, one person that comes to mind, who might be the key to all this, is Yoko Sawa. She's a teacher at Seiryo High. She was the only adult Toshiro-kun ever told about the bullying, and she supervised Mikoshiba as a teacher before he disappeared. On top of that, she's a Kurokawa Academy graduate, same as Mamiya. Those trespassers at the murder scene were also from Kurokawa.
Že by to udělala učitelka.
Since they're all about the same age, it's possible they were all classmates.
So you're saying these classmates are also Ihara's murder accomplices?
If we consider Yoko Sawa the central link, that's very possible. We do know that as a teacher, she felt deep remorse for Toshiro-kun's suicide. Maybe she recruited her old classmates to help Ihara take his revenge.
Yeah, that's not to rule that out. Though I'm hoping that's not the case.
Why's that?
It's just... she's a really good teacher. She's passionate, responsible. She's always putting the students first. I know she regrets the past, that a student died on her watch. And now another of her students, Miko Shiba, is found murdered. So if it turns out she's involved in that, I doubt I'll be able to trust my own judge of character ever again.
Yagami.
I'm going back to Ijincho tomorrow. The plan is to bring up Mamiya's name to Sawa-sensei and see how she reacts. Until then, let's not jump to conclusions about her involvement.
All right.
Hey. I guess so. Huh. Ah.
Oh. Huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey.
Ah!
No way. Hmm? Hey.
Huh? To nic není. Aha, já musím to.
Excuse me. I see. Hmm? Hmm? By the way, excuse me. Starting to feel it. Pretty tasty, thanks.
ありがとうございました。